Right, mwirali wa Paul Chege Consultancy TV muthenya umuthi ni ngwetheire mundu gwitwo Paul Chege wa kuria nduma-ini kana mundu uria waragiriria maundu makonainie na kigina na muthenya wa umuthi ndiratwaririria ndeto arakorirwo akihutiria muthenya wa ira iria arahurire mubunge wa kuria Kiharu mundu gwitwo Ndindi Nyoro ndu wa miario eriga kwaria iguru rigie wigithia atagati ka shares kana kugura migunda muri gwitwo Paul.
Thank you muno.
Kwero atia? Karibu sana. Yeah. Ndindi Nyoro uramuria ki?
Tathi kwa gucokaria ngatho ndimere nie na nie ritwa aya nio studio. You know the
Oh yeah.
You content in there. We're going to check the brains behind for check Consultancy TV. They're the brains. So congratulations. You got the channel, you know. You go see on it. You can't get password. I have never posted this.
The camera.
But I've never touched the camera. I have never touched the camera. You know. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think nenda ko gihura Ndindi Nyoro.
Yeah.
Ndathi kumuhura. Niko andu ino nima. Niko ndathomithio ni mwangi wa Equity. Na thomithagia tiki undu umwe njiragia nduma. Because I need so andu ingi ni athomume na madigiri mao matakataka no kindu kinemekete utiro githomo kiao baga the translate giteithia Wanjiku. To ndathia university ngitiga ndo gicagi acio bati kathoma ko ndathomire bati kumateithia mathina maria menamo. Na ikario kire kumwira Ndindi Nyoro ni amuhenia. Ni amuhenia. Mathomo make mathomo make ti mangiateithia weka areka mathomo andu batongu.
Okay. Tutanathi na mbere ri. Niko kiragira thiini wa comment section cia video rekire na hari mundu rogire atiriri ati we thomete ginya hati no me Ndindi muthanyira na graduate na masters in economics.
Near a degree of finance. I have a degree, I have a bachelor's in business administration, especially in finance.
Okay.
So I have a degree in finance. Na kitu kitaka ya mudo but I've done a lot of research. Research yako kete mudo na research yako kete mudo na masters na mudo na professor. I'm not a professor research yako kete. And it take time to research what does Wanjiku da ke. Na nikala manda Ndindi Nyoro ya muhenia.
So aratuhania na njira iriku, should we invest in shares tugure shares cia makamboni kana tugure mugunda?
What is a share gikoria? What's a share to you? Do you know what's a share? When we share ni ki?
Asha.
Share is a unit of ownership. For example, to mukawa itagore ni body sort. Waka mukawa yore it took maybe 10 billion na mwenda ina mukawa he can only reach 500 maybe take 10 it says today eda kake tuge ebuze kwa tabesa nyingi itini maybe 100 million. Na million yemwe. No an idea waka mukawa to munene. How does he get the remaining 99 million na million yemwe? One, no thifegio ero ni two no kia gure share ne guka either maigire besa they million ino yake emwe ri auge ndina million na idea so nie gwendia 70% I own 30% ndina million yemwe million imo plus idea ri 1 million plus idea I own 30% demo ndari 70% of this. So whatever you're bringing in 70% the million 70. So how million is 70 as a divide I'll get share 1 million you know emwe. So if you want to buy shares one share is 1 million. So a share is a unit of ownership. So whatever you get kila wako na share it will be just a proportion of the whole idea of the whole business contributor. So you own a certain percentage. You can get that already. So and when you buy a share you gamble. Buying a share is you gamble. To nebeze kwa invest mukawose wako. Mukawose ukigathi thondeke hathara kana wako make profit. Mukawose ukigathi thondeke hathara wako make profit today. Gutiri mundu koria kioria because you are part of the owner. So you must want contribute your money to contribute your ideas or koria mukaworiku ucio.
Utanathi na mbere reke tuthie yani step by step.
Okay.
I have heard so many people saying ati wagura shares as long as no wagura shares you are guaranteed whether kana muka osho guthondeka faida kana guthondeka loss the first person to get paid through what comes in yani 11 euro yatu ka generated from where you invest your shares ni shareholder about miro kile
no you know there are two types of shares.
Okay.
Na togo kwa you got kataka there are two types of shares go share to ordinary shares na kuna kitoko preference shares. Ordinary share ni kugatirire waka kuna ordinary shares ri murira go pesa kuriga no company yathondeka faida but preference shares murira go faida nini company thondeka pesa kana nini interest rate dividend rate it is already predetermined. So kama unataka pesa nyingi unataka nyingi unataka pesa nyingi your when buy preference shares dividend ni predetermined. Na utire company hera preference shares most of them give ordinary shares. Let me ask kega to mahore Ndindi Nyoro companies that your shares is ila private is already company tamumias kaya pipeline Kenya Pipeline,
Kenya Railways
Kenya Railways so ba privatize. At the first intention kaya ma privatize it, they are not making profits because they are mismanaged. So the issue na company is it is not even capital. The issue na company na parastatal is it is mismanagement. Na naman mo pesa siya ni kuule. Government manadia 49% market go na 51%. So they still have decisions. They can still make decisions. They can determine who will be the managing director. Whoever owns more can make decision alone. They can make a decision alone. So they are privatizing up to 51%. So the problem in Kenya, it is not even, it is mismanagement. And how are they mismanaged? Ruto akagira akarehe atongoria yake. Akarehe atongoria akarehe mundu wa kabira ciao. Okorwo ni mwiko kashego akarehe wa kabira ciao. So company ira have political puppets. And na companies matongoria, their spokesperson ya atongoria. So you cannot, there's no, don't get to differentiate between political leadership and leadership ya mamba parastatal maya. Companies nyingi igwete taru no tanywa sukari Kenya. No ndeta nduvia ni head vya dai kuraga. Mutu ya head vya akimuraga. But no company ya mumia cia hari. But erago ni kwa erago ha mumia cia kagwa. Na mukenya thina nywa sukari. Kwa cia nywa matanya sukari matikinya ta ndongiri Kenya. No companies za Kenya ni iragwa. Why? And we have a ready market. Why are they failing it? We have a ready market because of his management. So the danger I can't get mad more than ready. Tell me, I got the shares. 200 million work KPLC. 200 million shares. Shares worth 200 million. So he owns 1%. And for you to make a decision KPLC, you need 50.1%. 50.1. You need 51.
Shares, kind of percentage.
You need to own 51%. KPLC go make make a decision. The danger around 200 million, he has 1%. So he is far away. He's almost close to infinity to make decision, and he is owning just 200 million. Wajiko wa kawaida energy giri komi. Energy giri ngani komi. Giri komi dio kagona mape kidhori wedie. Tigana horo ashia. Giri komi kagona mape kidhori wedie tigana horo ashia. So the danger ori akioni 1%. And I mean, mana 1%. So he is infinite away from making influential decisions. And I can't make a decision because he is a political figure. If I say now politically, he is more influential politically than what he owns in KPLC. That's good, yeah.
So between an ordinary share and a preference share, which is the best share?
So no. Preference shares it here go. Because I don't know when they give you preference shares, they are 100% accountable como tagele besa yanyu. One, to refund your shareholding. Two, como ni dividend every year. And maramuita, baka bana mugula share kule wa parastatal. Na for the primary extension ni ko gumania besa yanyu. So matigima na preference. So forget preference shares.
You'll get ordinary shares.
You get ordinary shares. Ni go mo kona mayare, who cares? No. And you know when you have shareholding, let me tell you what happens. Company make cross. What happens when the company make cross? Shareholding, basically shareholding make it. This is abuso bakaraosi. So this company has trade. The Kenya is equal to get trade. It can make 12 billion loss. So when you make 12 billion loss, they thought mal trade. They have made a loss, not a profit. Maguta KKK. When you make up 12 billion loss, you can abuso bone. Shareholder, basically shareholder make it. So I come again 100 billion. More make 12 billion loss. So you are shareholding now to get. Kenya is worth 100 billion. But make gross 12 billion. That is almost 12%. So I call that shares a million year more toy. Shares other than kwa fighter two shares ya kunisi all Kenya 12%.
Kudhiga ithenya riria.
I call that share wa KPLC. Wa Kenya Airways. I say they go make a loss of around 12 billion. No get share. Siakusia 1 million. Let me now be factual. Maguta share 1 million. Kenya Airways in worth 100 billion. Ma make loss 12 billion. Coupe Ross ma make it. Ross is absorbed when you go to the banking sector. Ross is absorbed by core capital. So what can you company Ross na absorb kwa ndibesa dia maigire kodo koliko. Maigire kodo goko. So I call the shares ya million yemwe. One, waga fighter. Two, shares ya kusia horokera. Ogedo 10 million yaku yemwe na 880. Na dona fighter. What if you ile besa shiori? Okay, you are sure of 120, 100,000, every month itakaga two. For example, you get an example. Modo adite rumuruti. Moda ko example ha kona buru 10 207 day, 2010 day. To the end of that thing, kiake mo kamaga 200,000. Let's say 2.5 billion. So kona presentation niya over 100%. He mundu oire milioni yake imwe agithia kiga share kwa Kenya Airways ungi agithia kugura buloti cia milioni imwe handu hariku handu haria buloti cia milioni imwe ri buloti ena kindu is now worth over 20 million no mundu agithia share kwa Kenya Airways cia milioni imwe ri he is worth 120,000 because you know Kenya Airways has making loss exponentially. So the problem you have in Kenya with the parastatals no ciukire but corruption. So ona mwagura share no cihorokera.
Reke to shift focus kuma kuri kuhorokera gwa shares twambe tuthi tu clarify te horo wa shares na njira ithiranite wega tondu ukire mutauri wa maundu mege maini na mathabu ri. Take for example carbon ya Safaricom.
Okay.
It's been making huge profits since then. Kodo twira make loss ni kura bururi-ini wa Ethiopia na tondu matare mara break even.
Okay.
What if mundu angigura shares ta carbon ya Safaricom?
Now I need to understand. Share rire nyara horo acio ri ni shares yaku. Ni share parastatals and that is your radio. I want you to note one thing. Safaricom mumete the organic shares yenda yo hindi kwa na open market operation. Open market operation ni Safaricom marendia. Aya kini aria mendeithio marendaniria. Okay. So what happens at Nairobi Security Exchange? It is exchange between the brokers, between buyers and sellers who want to rebuy. So we are going to million imwe no agena gathina. Okona share wagera gathina okiendia. So that is secondary. That is secondary selling between brokers, between people who bought and people who want to buy. No, ila kwenda open market operation ile. Very well. You can go and buy. So I'm not encouraging kugura shares wa Safaricom, but people must communicate. People must communicate. So I don't know Safaricom they are enjoying as your with Safaricom. Safaricom is a private company and naria make quality for you to be a leader nigo tohota gutongoria kwa Safaricom bure. One right, you have voted in based on your qualification, but not based on what on number of votes that you are taking into the presidential ballot.
All right.
Do you know what? So I want nikiona Kenya understand. Nikiona ni ndikora wana runene rwari ni ndinyoro githugu karito. I want people to understand. Muragolita shares ya milioni imwe wa Kenya Airways itha ici. Ndari na kindu tu and azita hadara ngiri mana kenda.
Pesa ciake no irathi horokeire.
Tondu when a company makes loss, loss yo aya buso bagoni ki. Loss ya buso bagoni. When you go to the banking sector, loss ya buso bagoni ko capital. What about when you go to the bank the Gamblingn ni capital ko capital ni they magura ni sila the capital. Tondu Kenya pipeline they need money.
So capital ni besha iria ciukaga through shares.
No. The money that you have before you start trading. We come and talk about capital in the banking sector. We come and dissect the banking sector. Ndio horo capital. Nigo wa jefe gide sino ginya kona capital ya 10 billion. Iyo ni fruit yaku go betore wa CBK. Utanaba ko ya besa before you start taking money from the public. So what am I trying to say? Wagula share Kenya this people need to Kenya makoma kigite makoma hana kamo inoga. They don't invest in financial literacy. They don't invest. And what I'm saying, I want to bring financial literacy. Nigbo mu akona oge and you have information you'll be able to make a decision. So you should know it's not prudential. I don't want to say it's not prudential. I think that's another word to use. It is not sensible because Kenya ogole Kenya parastatals ya Kenya. Tutageba tucenjie leadership ya Kenya. To parastatals ya Kenya irawa no Kenya pawe thore kahadra niki. Mismanagement, corruption. To ruto da utara mundu Kenya pawe kafira yao. Mundu weko spokesperson wake. So people need to understand how the economy of Kenya looks, right? Look like I go get ready. Ona kafa ora sukari kilo magana meri umeta mumiasi umanya apura moti murebe.
Nima.
No thiko hikia muiretu wao. Ithe atonga mathia kuhagira mbeca tome mbeca cia kwenja kioro. Mathikiriria. Kaba ogore sukari magana meri kwa murebe. Tono uthi ogora muiretu wao. Matonge acio no uthi hikanie kou. Uthi okihurira mbeca toma cia mutu uthi oyotoma mbeca cia kwenja kioro niguo. So you promote other part of the economy. Now remember to understand people who have money. People will have money. Other than go sukari from Pakistan, we are creating employment where? Outside the country. Good.
You talked about our economic volatility when it comes to buying shares. Uramaanisha gate?
Economic volatility. For example, look at what happened with Cusco. They sold 12 billion. Na riu tikaria koragire na forensic analysis turamenya ri. Iteiro na muthenya umwe. For the last 6 or 7 years go to KIO. Mago magikuku mathafu. Most of the companies here marakuku mathafu. But those companies died long time ago.
So they're cooking data.
Because you cannot even understand how the two sets of this corporation, but I get forensic analysis. The forensic analysis they call no na niyo mareka na kabudi ciao. They sold money long time ago. So now go mining the 12 billion. Makioma 10 billion, of which don't have fake mathematics.
Wow.
Mathematics fake. So you don't know how to invest. Message you don't and mother cook. So man, I'm more money 50.1%. 50 point, maybe that a billion at the more 49%. Of which that a billion here, you need to 100% of it unless you manage your material. You cannot know the truth. So that forensic, unless we do forensic audit, Yaka Bunishi, Parasat Mayari. When I came about what is their true status? Nothing around one away. You know, we need to separate political, we need to separate
from politics.
No, we need to separate this parasat from politics. We need to vote people in, technocrats to come and run this company, but not political puppet. Go get them to wait to go. That is a no issue.
I should you.
At the 7, and I know Roga made a killer. Was like a Mokani Kratom. Kasia. Was a Mokani Kratom cover share.
Kwagura shares go. So from perspective ya de denyo rakererio horo wa gutika kugura migunda mukaigithie thiini wa shares ni kindu araugaga ati ungigura mugunda uige handu ri nduri na appreciation value ya gwere thi compare.
No. Othia kwe mugunda kita appreciation menopause. Mugunda kita appreciation menopause. And order do I say with this. Mugunda gurite mugunda juta famu 10 utahi kukite ri. Rira mugunda Maria, you have with battery. He bought at 200,000. He's selling at 2.5 million. You understand? Let's go to the you cannot get more than 10 million. But you can take the appreciation man opposing Neginyu. No, get the other more Mutikana Kujuta family. Automatically, the Madia Moon go the Gono, or the Modo Megona with Hake. All of them go the appreciation men opposing Neo. What I'm saying, I don't go to the cash flow. But to hedge yourself against harsh economic environment, actually, what I brought me make a it will make money. Other Nekoya, where give Mary, or the owner share what company, Mogomania company, better than you are.
So, there are also differentiated through security measures between Kogambo na Kogora shares. Modo ina shares ni security yari nayo over modo ureka gambling maybe
no now we cannot scope that through. You better cover over shares than gambling. But buying shares is a form of gambling.
Okay,
but the matter need to between gambling and buying shares.
Buy shares,
so we are scooping studio, but buying shares is a form of gambling.
Okay, rebuto koro tukiigana ni yodo to duni rakorirwo kihana remedy to ora opposite danger from these but okama remedy yako oko mundu few ni araigua arenda kugura shares athie kuri upcoming
for example M-Pesa is a Kenyan innovation and M-Pesa changes the world.
Okay,
M-Pesa changes the world. M-Pesa ni wake yare horo wa mobile banking ndi aliko tene. M-Pesa is a Kenyan idea. Kenya no mejezi megemo ni hakili but they're not supported. Tododa isikira kwa njia kaundoli you need a lot of money to start. One, you have to go to the bank and you go to the bank and get capital. You know, you cannot compare Kenya and South Africa. Kenya is more kwa jiverali. Go to the bank and borrow money. No, but other companies in outside the Kenya they embrace equity. If you go to the modo come the idea can help some and you sell shareholding. So one, I just agree you mono. But you need capital. Like you get a million. I know there's something you can do. There's something you can do. You can get a company start running.
Yeah.
And put it up and running. So what we need to do, we need to go to Makabri because they are making profit. Some of them they are making profit. Maka is right. Maka export but we need companies which are making companies and investing here in Kenya for the Kenya to start growing. Not the Kenya. So gentlemen agree game. So what I'm saying, Ogami no motor Kenya ya wesi itu kala safari go itu too long before you recover 1 million. Now you got 1 million yemwe. You make 3 million within the first 2 years.
Now, within
2 years, you get 3 million yako emwe. I think it's easier to recover your capital, to recover your injection in a startup than in a big company.
Good. Gwiciria ni twakoro tugikava the basis na I don't know next into ndoni andu makiuga wariririo horo wagie SACCOs.
So I think we also digest MMF. I want us to digest. I want us also to digest banks.
Okay.
Let's digest
banks kwanza.
Let's digest banks. We need to chip into the bank.
All right.
So we need to chip into this allocation to digest your
or banks.
We want to digest the banking system and how the banks work, and people need to understand how the bank. I don't want to the best talim keiba. I don't
but you know niye gikura re kore gwitu gicagire fegi yari kindu kinene muno Dim matter wina pesa shika na fegi, but I go in account.
Mentality which must change if you have to, if Kenyans are going to secure their financial freedom.
All right.
Ni ya ko ona rubone ruthu thia ndo mathomithio. Ni ya ko ngadi gosa dia rangu njia. Ona rubone na ndo mathomithio. Mathomithio ni ya mangi wa ikuite na mathomithio ko ona rubone ruthu thia ndo. Ni ruthu thia ndo. Ni ruthu thia ndo.
All right, like to korwo tukirugamira hau no ndo
even as we move on to begin to more into this topic ya riri. To more into this topic ya different to company nyingi muno cia goire kega tumire igwe taru achu milioni cia goire achu milioni cia goire task cia goire very big branch cia goire ki ni mismanagement ada mango tacia mekire ate makihorokera by the way tajama mango tacia ko ite korokera horokerire so Kenyans need to understand what is financial literacy advice.
Alright, tukuruko tukirugamira hau no nduguko tukirekereria some other episodes coming up. Make sure no wathie kuria gwa Paul Chege Consultancy TV mwenene wa YouTube, no watuhe subscribe, na wathie kuria mwenene wa Facebook no Paul Chege Consultancy TV, na wathie kuria mwenene wa TikTok ni Paul Chege Consultancy TV. Ungenda go reach Paul Chege no uthie hau account ni ya TikTok, hena namba yake, na ungenda financial advice no muhurire ena rate card yake ni akorwo agikwerethera na agakorwo agikuhe mataro mege mainie na financial literacy. No igona akorwo akereriria uhoro wa two types of shares, iria ni ordinary na preference, na agikorwo shares iria uragura ni ordinary na uragura thini wa parastatal, you're making the wrong decision. No agikorwo uragura shares muthemba wa preference shares, doesn't matter kana ni parastatal kana ni a private company, you have the right shares. Niĩ njĩtagwo Maina wa Mũcio, nyũmba ya mũmbinga mwendithĩria mahinda mega, mũrokĩrĩma gũkumia naguo wĩra wa moko manyu orogĩtherema.
Thank you muno.